He touched my penis with his penis.
Perfect.
You're listening to Living Podcariously, bringing you real men's perspectives, unfiltered, unapologetic, and uncensored. Recorded live in the Living Podcariously studio in world-famous Cocoa Beach, Florida.
Welcome to Living Podcariously, episode number 10. Tack, we've made it to the double digits again.
All right.
For the third
fourth
iteration of rebooting Living Podcariously.
Indeed.
I'm Adam. I'm one of your hosts. Sitting across from me is my boy Tack.
What's up?
How are you? And we've got a special guest this week. We've got Miss Kim Kennedy back in studio with us. How are you, Kim?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you, Adam?
Very good. Nice to have you back in here with us.
Thank you.
Earbuds all right? Working okay?
Yeah, can you turn the volume down a little bit?
A little too loud?
Jeez.
Just a
She's
little
like, I
bit.
gotta listen to this asshole sometimes call me on the phone anyway. I don't want to hear him cranked up in my earbuds. That's what she's saying.
Now I'm completely turned off.
Okay. Let's
Wait,
work
is
our way.
it something I said?
No, it's me. It's always me.
It's always Tack. Sorry, Tack.
What a dick.
So we made it into the double digits again, Tack. So this is episode number 10. I don't really have any big surprises or anything. It's just episode 10. I mean,
You don't have surprises for me.
no, not
Nothing?
That's cool.
No,
Whatever.
not this week.
I might have one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
What do you got?
I got a new photo up on my, from a photo shoot I did on Saturday up on my page.
On your Facebook page? That is
Page.
facebook.com/KimKennedy88.
8? Yes.
She said she looks so hot she would do her.
Yeah, you guys missed that.
I haven't seen it though, so
I'm still trying to find the other one, so
CrossFit
there's apparently
surfing
two.
and then actor-director.
You gotta scroll down.
Oh, Anthony Hayes. Our boy Anthony Hayes likes your page.
Oh, cool.
good.
All right. So where am I looking on here?
Go scroll. Scroll. There you
That one?
go.
Tack, I can't turn this around for you to see. I'm sorry, but no. Yeah, it looks awesome.
That's cool.
That looks like
Yeah.
Adam, that looks like Adam sitting off to the right vaping for you.
Oh my god.
That's a cool shot. I like it.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Thank you.
So yeah, Kim Kennedy is a model and actress.
Mm-hmm.
We saw your, and I don't know if you're wanting to plug this or not, but we saw you're doing a movie now. Is that
Yeah, there's a movie called The Grip.
okay?
The Facebook page for that is up. Go and like the page to get up-to-date information on any cool new trailers that are coming out. Maybe end of May.
Sweet.
What's it about?
That is literally about a guy who
It's a good
was.
start.
I don't.
Okay, who do you play?
I play a hit woman.
Okay, at least now we got a little bit of something.
And there's a lot of stunts, a lot of fighting. I
Okay.
do a lot of the fight choreography.
Okay.
Not all of it. MJ Clark does some of it. We got Jabrell Jackson, who Jabrell is also the director and writer of the movie.
Where do you guys film? Are you filming locally or are you filming?
Locally.
Yeah, sweet.
Locally in Brevard County.
Very cool.
So we definitely wanted to keep it local.
You guys got
We're-
an editor for it already? Yeah.
I don't know.
Because Attack Films does
I
editing.
don't know.
Well, okay. Tack does editing. Attack Films.
I don't know.
It's their
Maybe.
project. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'd have to hold you to it if you did the editing. You can't say shit
What do you mean?
about.
plot and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I wouldn't do that.
Now,
Okay.
Kim, this isn't like the
What?
next season of The Flash or something here. This isn't.
No.
All right, come on. With all,
I know.
respect
It's
aside.
Flash.
Yeah.
The Flash. Could,
So do you have any special
So
powers
hot.
or anything, or can you not really say any of that stuff?
well, I kick ass. I am amazing with knives.
We're talking about your character in the movie that you're
Not
playing.
my real life.
Not you in real life, yeah.
So are you like the antagonist of the film or no?
I am not the protagonist. I'm not the antagonist. I am the character that's kind of stuck in the middle between two of her friends.
Okay.
Being one is MJ's character, and then Jabrell's character, and they're both kind of, they work together well, but then when it comes to personal life, they don't really get along at all.
Sounds like a couple of my marriages.
So, so yeah, and then my character gets very much stuck in the middle of that, and she, you see her struggle with that. It's like, okay, this is like, my friend, my brother in arms. What
sweet.
am I doing? the main character, Jabral's character, has every right to be fairly pissed about what happened to him. So,
Is this a feature or is this a short film?
it's going to be about, I want to say it's a feature because it's not going to be a short film. It's definitely going to be
Over an hour.
It's going to be definitely over an hour. It has to be.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well,
So-
very cool. We look forward to that. If you want to ever plug it or do anything like that, just come back in here and we're more than welcome. Or call us. Or
God,
whatever.
yes. Yeah. Heck, I'll probably try and get the whole cast in here maybe in one day.
Sweet.
Well, that'd be good.
So, yeah.
How about any other single girls for tax purposes here? Not for me.
There might be one.
No.
Hey,
Or two.
Hey, there we go.
Or two.
Or two.
Okay.
I'll figure it out.
Well, very cool. Yeah, my girl is in the Bahamas right now.
Ooh.
Yeah, her and her group of girls and guy from Brent Allen Salon are. God damn, I'm a fucking rookie
Yeah,
here.
way to go, Rook.
I forgot to mute my fucking phone.
It's okay. It's your first day.
Bloop, bloop. Yeah, it's my buddy Bill. No, she's in the Bahamas this week. She and the Brent Allen girls and guy went for their annual trip to the Bahamas. The owner of Brent Allen pays for all of their tickets and their excursions and drinks and
crazy.
What?
a little nuts. Yeah. So I don't know the exact pay structure on, even if I did, I wouldn't say it, but they make a good money as it is. They make a good living as it is, even being, hairstylists and masseuses and
Right.
nail techs
salon,
and
yeah.
whatever they do. This is even a bigger benefit, a bigger perk for working there that she takes them. She's taking them to Vegas in August, paying for like a 4-night stay in Vegas. Yeah. Pretty sweet.
Jesus.
Yeah. Nice perk.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I know I'm not a hair tech or and all that.
Go be a masseuse.
Yeah.
Hair tech.
I'll do it. Heck,
I'm not
my
a
mom
hair
did
tech
say,
or whatever.
heck, I do have several guys that say I give out the best massages, so
I don't believe you.
Very good. Very
I
good.
put them to sleep.
Tack, you ever been on a cruise before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once.
Just once? How old were you?
I don't know, like late 20s.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How was it? Do you have any good stories from it, or did you get laid on the cruise?
Well, yeah. I mean, I was with my wife.
Oh.
So.
Oh,
Well, did she
So,
get
yeah.
laid on the cruise too?
I'm not sure. She may have.
Swingers
Yeah.
cruise, maybe?
Come on.
No. No, it was a good time. I had a blast. We went on the out of here at Cape
Port
Canaveral. Yeah, and went on the one of the seas ones.
Not Carnival, then. That's
That's
Nordic Empress or something like that.
No, God, why can't I think?
Norwegian?
No,
Disney.
no, It's
Something of the
frickin-
seas.
That's the name of the boat.
The big red
ships.
boat, the old one.
No. All the ships are of the seas, so it's like Mariner of the Seas.
Oh,
there's
I believe
Royal
you.
Caribbean. Jesus
Royal
Christ,
Caribbean.
There we go.
Okay.
So I went on Royal Caribbean, which is they have like the biggest ships like in the world, as far as cruise ships go. It was a good time. The thing is huge.
Yeah, those things are a lot of fun. That's a blast. I went when I was 18. My parents bought me and my buddy a graduation present. So we went for our high school graduation out on a cruise. And then I went a couple of years later when I was 20, I think, with just a bunch of buddies that I was living with. A bunch of single bachelors. In fact, I may have, let me pull it up while I'm telling
You
the
have
story.
pictures?
On Facebook too.
We have proof of this.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm still on Kim
Uh-oh.
Kennedy's picture. Let me go back for that.
Oh, now, okay. Yeah, now I know what you were thinking of.
Uh-huh.
Did you go anywhere?
What? On the cruise?
Yeah.
We went to the Bahamas. Nothing special. It was just down to you know what they call the Bahamas? The poor man's paradise. That's what that is. That's a cheap, get away from Florida, get away from reality for a little while.
See, I went to like Jamaica, Cozumel, Haiti.
Oh, yeah. I didn't do all that stuff.
Yeah. It was a good time.
You do understand you have a woman in the room who is single, who has not ever been on a cruise.
You've never been on a cruise?
I have never been on a cruise.
Why are you looking? Why'd you look at me when you said that? Because I'm the only other single guy.
Well,
here?
no.
She expects you to take her.
No, she doesn't.
I don't. I don't expect anything
No, she doesn't.
from anyone at all. Sadly.
So
but
if
no.
Tack was to suddenly say, surprise, as our guest on the show, we're going to pay for you to go on a cruise, but you have to room with Tack. Would that be all right?
I guess so. I'd take the couch. She can have the bed.
Oh, well, she's at least giving you the bed. Tack will let you take the couch and he takes it in the ass. So,
Wow.
Oh my god.
all right, hang on. Let me find this.
But yeah, I've
motherfucker.
never been on a cruise. One I think is because my mom gets motion sickness, so
Yeah.
she's never really I mean, everyone says that you go on some of those bigger boats, you won't feel it.
Takes a lot of Mother Nature to move those things around.
Yeah.
When I was on the cruise, there was actually a tropical storm coming through, and you couldn't tell.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It must have been really cool, though, to see it, out in the water.
I mean, even though they're that big,
The thunder and everything. What?
There's a real rolling going on. Even though they're big vessels, you still have that. Of course, he's former Navy, so he doesn't really notice it. But somebody who's never been on it before.
You got to think, I'm not surface Navy, I'm submarines.
Oh, yeah, so
as
you don't
soon as
feel
dive,
shit.
it's just like this. So, yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Diving's different.
I don't like being on the surface.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to show you, and I have no problem putting this up on our Facebook page as well.
Okay.
So this is when the crew that I went with went down to the southernmost point. See if you can find me in that picture.
Oh, my God.
Yep. I was 20.
Holy shit. He's wearing the old... Wait a minute. No. I want to see those sunglasses you are freaking... Uh-oh. Wait, I just found more pictures.
I don't think I have any dick pics on that tablet. Tag.
No.
I think we'll be okay.
Oh, Lordy. Are those Oakleys? Like the old 1990s
I highly doubt I
Oakleys?
could afford real Oakleys. I might have had fakeleys, but definitely not Oakleys.
Definitely Fakeleys.
When I went on this cruise, I was working at the Merritt Square Mall for Ron. I was Ron's employee.
Rec room. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
I was too.
Wait a minute.
Wait, were you
We've already had this
blonde?
conversation.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Were you a blonde?
Yeah, I was blonde at one point.
This is how we first met. Was at rec room.
Oh my God, he was a blonde. What in God's name?
I was a good-looking blonde. What can I say?
You look totally different.
I remember you from back then. I remember what you
Holy
looked like.
crap. But it's like the haircut is like it's parted somewhat in the middle, and it's like blonde tips.
Those were frosted tips. I'm just saying.
Hey, I even did that a few years ago. I used to do blonde through my hair just a couple years ago.
Did you really?
Actually, it
Well,
looks
at least
pretty
you went to
decent,
the southernmost point.
Yeah.
So on that cruise, I didn't put the picture up there of the contest I won. I actually won a modeling contest on that boat. I'm dead serious.
Oh, wow.
But it's not for what you think. So they call up, they say, all right, we need like 6 or 7 guy volunteers from the audience. So of course, me and my buddy Teddy immediately go up and volunteer. So we walk right up on stage. And then they said, okay, now for every one guy, we need like 6 girls or 7 girls to come up with these one guy. So pick your guy and go stand next to him. So we had these stranger girls come up next to us, really hot group of girls. And what they said is, all right, guys, we're going to have these girls take you back to one of their cabins, strip you naked.
What?
And then dress you up like a woman. So the best dressed woman that they bring back here wins a bottle of wine and a free cruise and all this shit. So I came back. They put me in a I don't even know what it was. It was some sort of, I don't know if it was a skirt or a dress or whatever, but it was really fucking tight. So
pencil skirt.
Junk was junk was protruding a little bit. It was kind of obvious. The crowd could tell my religion. I mean, it was pretty obvious.
Oh my God.
But they named me Eileen.
Did it help?
No, it was fine. I did fine. I didn't look. I'm not ashamed of anything, so I have no problem with it.
No. Did it help you score? With the.
I ended up sleeping with one of them on that cruise.
There you go.
Yeah. So I don't know if the dress helped or not, but the willingness to have fun, I think, is what sold her. But no, so they named me. My name was Eileen Dover.
Eileen Dover.
Oh.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So
I won
see what you did
a
there.
bottle of wine, like a really expensive bottle of wine, and a free cruise that I never ended up cashing in on. But I drank the wine
Aw.
and some sort of fancy little pin or some shit. So by the way, you're in presence of an award-winning model. I don't know if you know that or not.
I didn't.
That's me. Yes.
That is amazing. Congratulations.
Thank
sir.
you. So I can't believe you've never been on a cruise, Kim.
Never been on a cruise. Somebody take me on a cruise.
They do. Cruises now you can get really cheap. All that boat wants to do is sail at full capacity. They don't care about the cost of the profits from the ticket sales.
Right.
Where they get their profits is off the drinks that you're going to buy and all the shit you're going to do and the excursions.
And the excursions
exactly.
and everything like that.
So what they want to do is sail at full capacity or damn near full capacity. When they go out without a room full, then they're losing profits
losing
because of the
money.
rest. Yeah.
Yeah.
So all right, we'll have to work on it and maybe get you out to the ocean this summer. Andrea and I are going to go. She's already been talking to me about it. She's like, we got to go.
Yeah.
We're going to do she wants to go on another cruise with some of her girlfriends from work with their husbands or their girlfriends or whatever. But we're going to do a couples cruise, so we'll see. We'll see how
That'd
that
be
works.
awesome.
We're going to take a break. Check out one of our sponsors. We appreciate it. We will be right back. Check out our new sponsor, Last Drop Vape. They make a premium e-liquid line that is simply fantastic. I vape a lot and use Last Drop Vape's blueberry and strawberry cream. They also have a chocolate that is spot on.
All of Last Drop Vape's premium e-liquids are proudly made in the USA. Their e-juice is bottled in a clean, certified, laboratory-used and 100% FDA-compliant machinery, meeting AEMSA standards and future FDA regulations.
Visit them at lastdropvape.com or on Facebook at facebook.com/lastdropvape.
If you are interested in becoming a distributor, you can contact them at their website under the wholesaler section.
All right, welcome back to Living Vicariously, episode 10. We're in the double digits. Sorry, I just kind of like it. You know, if we actually recorded all of the, or if we continued with all of the shows, we'd really, literally be at like 40,
Yeah.
30 something. Yeah,
30 something probably.
Yeah, but this is revamped.
yeah, good point. Still the same show. Hey, I want to give a big shout out, a special shout out to our buddies at Podcast Discovery Center, TAC.
Indeed.
You know Anthony Hayes and Scott Doucette, right?
Indeed.
You've done a couple
Well,
shows.
I know Anthony a lot. I don't really know Scott Doucette very well. Or hardly at all, really. But I do know Anthony Hayes, yes.
Scott does, lately he's been doing the videos. He's been putting videos up on the Podcast Discovery Center page.
Right, I've been watching.
Usually, like, you've been watching, okay, so usually like motivational videos or, you know, whatever. They're really cool videos. He brought up a video the other day about a debate video, and it's kind of something that we talked about, and he put a poll to vote up there.
Yeah,
It's
I
regarding,
voted.
you voted for it?
Mhm.
All right, it's regarding the Facebook streaming, live streaming option, kind
Right.
of like
Oh,
Periscope.
shit, I wanted to check that out tonight, by the way.
Oh, stream
crap.
us here? Oh, well, whatever, go for it.
I've never done the Facebook live streaming yet, so.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
haven't
I
done it.
continue.
haven't
What you're
either. I'm
saying.
not too sure about it yet.
Do you know what it is, Kim?
Yes.
Okay. So so this little group is, I say it's little, it's actually got 400, they just reached 400. These are all podcasters. So it's podcasters that share, you know, maybe tips and tricks, share guests. So if you wanted to make it on another show, well, I'll share your name out there and you can go get invited on other shows to promote either your product or yourself or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But this group is comprised of about 400 members. Actually, it's exactly 400 members today.
Yeah, they just get it. Yeah.
It's really cool. It's not built for self-promotion. So you don't go there and say, hey, I am Adam with Living Vicariously. Come check out my show. That's not the point of it. When you first join, you can say what shows you host or whatever. But the whole idea is to have, you know, a group of people, of like-minded people get together. And they've got some really cool people. One of the most inspirational people on there is a girl that's got a disability. I don't remember exactly what it was, but she hosts a podcast and her podcast talks about the challenges that she has in her life and how she overcomes those through adversity. And it's really inspirational.
Yeah.
All the way down to, you know, dumbasses like me and Tack with our goofball podcasts up to professional I mean, there's some on there that are very, very professional. But anyway, it's a group of those guys. What I did this past Friday, so just a few days ago, we had the SpaceX launch out at Kennedy Space Center.
Oh my God,
Out
that
at
was
Launchpad
awesome.
22 or 26?
What?
I don't know. It's irrelevant. What Launchpad was it?
It was 40.
Oh, Launchpad
Complex
40.
40. Yeah.
Complex 40. Well, what I did is I took the Podcast Discovery Center logo and I put was here and then put SpaceX NASA and I put the date of the launch and stuff like that. Went out and posed in front of the vehicle assembly building. And then I threw that picture up on the Podcast Discovery Center.
Oh God.
Now, I hadn't told any of these guys and girls that were on there that I work for NASA. I never made that connection officially.
Right.
Because I keep the two separated. I don't, you know, my podcasting life is separate from my career life. But that was kind of cool. So I gave them a plug, put it on Facebook, shared it out with all those people, and got a really cool response out of that group. So they like seeing it.
Nice.
But yeah, so I wanted to say thanks to, because Anthony Hayes and Scott Doucette both reshared it and plugged my show a little bit, and also plugged our show TAC, and also plugged the Twisted 10, which is another podcast we host. And so I wanted to say thanks to those guys for doing that. It was really cool. Anthony Hayes,
Indeed.
Anthony Hayes does Me, Myself, and I Radio.
Mm-hmm.
That's his podcast, and that's really, really good, inspirational as well. It's good, really good podcast. And both of these guys have good voices too. And Scott Doucette Scott Doucette does something called Education Podcast. EDGE, like Edge, Education.
Right.
So, and he does that as well with another host, but it's really cool. So, hey guys, thanks for the shameless plugs that you gave me. So I'm going to reciprocate that favor back out to you guys. Oh, hey, this is kind of off topic for Living Podcariously Tack, but for the Twisted 10, Scott Doucette actually in his video said he gave us an idea for a topic for the Twisted 10.
Did he?
Did you see that?
I watched. I did watch the video where he talks about the Twisted 10, but what was
Obscure ways to grow your audience. So kind of what we were talking about earlier. What are some obscure ways that you've used in the past to grow audiences? So it's not so much like a surprising Twist 10. It's more of like a Revelations kind of top 10 list.
Okay, I gotcha.
So I've got
That's
3.
interesting.
I don't really, I'd have to poll that entire group to find some of the best ways to grow audiences.
Right.
Be kind
Maybe
of
it's
fun.
something we can do like just for the group, like not necessarily an episode, because that's very esoteric.
Yeah.
So, it's not going to be.
That's a good point.
So
Man,
I'm just
Tack's
saying.
using some big words. He said,
Told you, man. I'm a wordsmith.
Ass-o stereo? What did you say?
Esoteric.
So you edit your podcast as well for
Indeed. Yes.
Taint Funny.
Yeah.
Each one of my shows after editing, and I'm not going to get into too much of this because some might bore the shit out of some people, but each one of my folders for each episode ends up being about 5 gigs. It's fucking giant because I don't ever edit the raw files. I always make copies inside the software to edit those.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have the same problem or is that just me? Because Living Podcariously's directory is like fucking 45 gigs already. It's giant.
4 gigs per
episode for like
episode?
hour and a half episode. Yeah.
That seems high.
Now the MP3 that's released at the end when everything's done is
that's
only
true, that's true,
90
yeah.
megs or something. It's
Mine's
tiny.
usually around 80 or so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I never really pay attention to like what it is before.
Okay.
When the WAV file, I never noticed how big it is.
They've come up with a new way, and this is Microsoft in coordination with what university? University of Washington, UW researchers have demonstrated the ability to use this new thing to store data on. You know what they've developed that they can store data on? And 1/2 cup full of this, and I use the word cup for a reason,
Okay.
1/2 cup full of this particular type of storage can store the entire Library of Congress.
What?
What is it?
They have found, both Microsoft and University of Washington
Mercury
in
or
combination.
something? I don't know what.
No, they have found a way to data encode and retrieve data from the strands, individual strands of synthetic DNA. They can encode strands of DNA. I originally thought this was an April Fool's joke. I am not shitting you,
Right?
Yeah.
but it's not. It's legit. Let me read you this thing from them.
Oh, God. We just went all geeky.
Yeah, like quite a bit. Well, this kind of shit really fascinates me.
Yeah.
Microsoft and University of Washington UW researchers have demonstrated the ability to use synthetic DNA as a form of archival storage for data. The research team was able to successfully encode digital data from 4 image files onto the nucleotide sequences of the synthetic DNA snippets. More significantly, they were able to retrieve and reverse that process, retrieving the correct sequences from a large pool of DNA and reconstructing the images without losing a single byte of information. That is fucking cool. So they say the encoding method makes it possible to store at least 100 million hours of high-definition video in about a cup of DNA. You want me to show you what a cup of DNA looks like, Tack? Give me just a minute. Let me get a porn, and I'll go get a cup, and I'll fill it full of DNA for you.
A cup of that DNA? You're not going to do that in just a few minutes.
But no, isn't that fucking cool? They're
That
going to start
is
storing
cool.
shit on synthetic DNA.
Synthetic.
That is
So we
cool.
can't just use our own DNA?
I mean, I don't know why
No.
not.
Well, no, it's their version of saying that
Let me get a few
we
gigs of
can-
storage here. Hold on.
we
give me a
can
minute.
compress a zip data file into another compressed zip data file and continue to do it until it is just like they use the word what?
Nucleotide. That's just the
nucleotide?
yeah. So
Yeah, so it's like the center of the DNA strand.
the nucleotide sequences. So
yeah.
yeah.
Like
So
AG8, yeah.
exactly.
And it's just smaller.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so small that it's just compact that it can now just...
So scientists have been able to write bits of information in the past to things like diamond crystallization edges.
Yeah.
So if a diamond is just simply compressed edges upon edges upon edges. That's how a diamond is formed. Just all that pressure over so many years. So scientists have been able to write data on the edges of those edges in the past, but the problem is grabbing that data back and accessing that data. So
Yeah.
once you put the data on that diamond and then you turn it, well, you've just suddenly lost all of the ability to find where your data was.
Right.
So the important part of this is they're
Being
able
able
to
to
actually
retrieve
go, they're able to go and retrieve the data directly out of that synthetic DNA. That
Shit.
is fucking cool. That is really cool.
But what happens when it gets to be too much? Like, I only asked that because now, okay, I have a laptop. It's got way too much data on it. And it's having a slower time processing the data, retrieving it.
So this would, I see your point. The ability to process to access that data. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to answer
What's
that question.
the maximum that it can?
Well,
It can.
I mean, the benefit there, TAC, would be if you want to increase your storage, you just jack off in the USB drive and it adds more DNA to this. I mean, is that how it would work?
Now we are talking about synthetic DNA.
That's kind of what I was thinking, I guess.
So I wear a condom? I don't get it. What's
So technically, anybody who is knowledgeable enough in that, whatever you want to call it, nucleotide
would
DNA,
you need to be a microbiologist or would you need to be a IT specialist?
computer science?
What would you need to be? I think you would need to be a little bit of
Doctorate?
both. Yeah, no kidding.
Probably a bit of both, but I mean, technically, anybody who's knowledgeable in that scheme of things
We're fucking. You're streaming live, and I got my closet door open.
could
I can't even see
technically
that.
All right.
could technically create their own strand of DNA on top of more DNA just to create more space.
God, this is such a good conversation if we were high. Here's the real question to ask. Let's say I encode a synthetic DNA, and then somehow it procreates. It gets inside an egg, and
fuck!
suddenly we've got AI. Is it going to take over the
Yes.
world? Is that where Terminators come from?
Well, technically, you might be onto something because we could be that close to doing the whole AI system.
Yep.
Oh, that's scary as shit.
That's a really scary conversation to have if you're high. I mean, not that I do that. I don't do that.
It's a scary conversation to even have now. Oh my god, my brain.
Ah,
Oh
jeez.
god, I could make a freaking short film just about that.
The encoding method makes it possible to store at least 100 million hours of high-definition video in a single cup of synthetic DNA. What do you think about that, Tack? That's a lot of data to sift through for you editing videos, isn't it?
Yeah, how do you sift through it? Like with a spoon? I'm a little confused.
You use one of those little fucking, what do they have in the labs where you're holding the little, oh God, help me out here. When you're trying to put a dropper inside something.
Yeah, like your
Beaker?
like your vape
Yeah.
stuff.
A little fucking squeegee thing and it puts a little bleep, bleep. I can't do it.
That's pretty good though. He makes sound effects, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, well let's take another break. Check out one of our sponsors and check out music by DJ Constant. If you're looking for any of the music, if you want any of the music that we've got that we have on this show, the majority of it comes from DJ Constant and it's free. There's no license for it. It's he produces it and gives it out to anybody who wants to use it. So just hit us up at show@livingpodcariously and I'll send you the link. All right, we'll be right back.
Ladies.
Introducing
Rave in a Box.
your single online stop for all of your rave and festival goodies. Rave in a Box sells and ships all of your rave and glow toys, along with flow arts, gloves, diffraction glasses, and more. Their simple to use shopping cart and standard 2-day shipping will have your products in your hands just in time for your next performance. Visit them at raveinabox.com, also Facebook and Instagram by searching
Rave in a Box.
All right, welcome back to Living Podcariously, episode number 10. Tack is live streaming us right now on our Facebook page, so we're playing around with a live streaming thing. Let's see how it goes. You waving at yourself?
Yeah,
or
I'm waving at the camera.
It looked like you were waving at me and
Sorry.
looking.
Wait.
Now
you're on.
I don't fuck it. This is retarded. This is almost as bad as Periscope, but probably more visible.
Oh god.
Connor's coming over to do an interview with us, Tack, and let's just say the biggest star we've ever had on Living Podcariously. And then I would have normally said that would have been Kim. However, Connor has done something that is
Yeah.
International
I give
now.
him props. I give him extreme
We have to be
props.
careful on how much we say about it, though, because we don't want to give away, the details outside of and
Right.
break his contract obligations.
Yeah.
But let's put it this way: a cable TV show, reality show,
Right.
and something that's really cool. I'm going to have to make sure I set DVR to record it because I want to have.
Well, there's the other show that he was on too.
What did he do? He did the athletic competition show.
The
Ninja
athletic
Warrior?
competition.
Yeah, Ninja Warrior.
Ninja
yeah,
Warrior.
it's only American Ninja Warrior.
Well,
He
It's
did
like
that
way
with,
famous.
Yeah.
well, it's
Jesus Christ.
fuck you, Tack.
God.
And he's the dude that trained me for parkour.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So anyway,
So he's an awesome guy.
next segment
Guy.
we'll have him on and do the interview live in studio. Did you bring a fourth mic just out of curiosity?
I did, but I forgot an XLR cable or any kind of.
So he's
cable,
gonna have
like
to
Oh, I have an
this.
extra-
share
I could-
a mic with me.
Yeah, you might have to share a mic with you. Sit in
Oh,
your lap.
stop! No, now come on! I brought another mic.
Hey, this episode could turn into something really good if you're recording live and Connor and Kim are sitting in that chair together. That could just saying. All right. So, Tack, let's take it back. Let's take it back a little bit.
Okay.
I want you to think of video games. All right. So, in your podcast that you do in Taint Funny, you guys cover all media. So, video games, comic books, movies, sitcoms, TV, drama, whatever. You
Yeah.
guys cover it all.
Yeah.
Here in Living Podcariously, it's mostly boobs. But I want to talk about a video game for just a minute. This is probably before Kim's time, probably before she was born.
But
to be
I
honest,
might know it.
you might know it. Yeah, it's pop culture for its day. I want you to think of a video game that is 30 years old, technically 29, but 30 years old.
30 years old. What year are we
Yes.
talking about here? It is
87.
87. So
1987.
Oh, I was
We're
going
probably-
back farther.
87. Jesus, that was a horrible time for video games.
When I say the name of this game, you're going to recant that. Of course, you didn't know fucking Metroid 2 weeks ago.
No, you're right. What game system are we talking about? Nintendo?
Nintendo, yeah. It may be Super Nintendo. I don't
on
remember.
the old Nintendo NES.
Well, there was like
Paintball
Mike
comes to
Tyson's
mind.
Punch Out.
Bam, nailed it
Is
right
that
off the
it?
bat.
What?
Yes.
Yeah,
Mike Tyson's Punch Out. So
What?
30 years later after that game comes out, they discovered a Reddit user discovered a hidden Easter egg in that game. Now,
Oh,
it's
nice.
nothing that's dramatic and life changing. However, it was cool.
Oh, I know.
to mention.
He rides a hoverboard and falls and breaks his back.
Boy. Oh, wow, that was a delayed reaction because
Yeah. Wow.
no, not
not quite.
It actually doesn't have anything to do with Mike Tyson himself, but so a Reddit user discovered that a face in the crowd, because when you're fighting the dudes,
Yeah.
behind him is the crowd, and they're supposed to be around you and all four, but all you see is your boxer, you see your little guy, you see the boxer
Right,
you're fighting,
right.
the ref, and then the crowd behind that boxer. So this Reddit user discovered that a face in the crowd will duck whenever it's time to throw a punch in the second fight with Piston Honda and in the second bout with Bald Bull. If properly timed with the duck, the punch will take out the fighter with one shot, giving him a big advantage. Yes.
Wow.
That's in the original
That's
Punch
not
Out.
just an Easter egg. That's a full-on cheat.
You almost think it would be a glitch, but that had to
It's
be
not.
programmed in.
That had to be.
So technically, because of how it's programmed in, it's not a glitch and it's not a cheat. It is a true Easter egg. It's something that's hidden within the code
Wow.
to be found. So 30 years later, it took them to find this code. But hey,
Wow.
that's kind of cool. Do you have any other?
Yeah. No, go ahead with your question.
No, I was going to ask if you knew of any other games that have hidden Easter eggs, not necessarily glitches, because glitches are
Right.
accidents in the code that lead to advantages for the player or for whatever. But Easter eggs are a little different.
Well, not so much a video game, but I actually read. Well, there's tons of video games that have Easter eggs and things like that in it. But I was watching. Do you ever watch that web show, Good Mythical Morning?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Red
absolutely.
Link and all that? Okay,
Absolutely.
cool. I watched an episode today.
Not religiously, but yes, I watch it.
Me and my kids love that show. Anyway, they had on their game show cheaters. Got people that have been on game shows
Oh.
and they cheat on game shows, or at least attempt to anyway. Anyway, do you remember that old show from the 80s? Before your time,
Cheaters.
Kim. What? No. There's a show called Press Your Luck game show.
Press your luck.
That was with the whammies. No whammies,
Oh,
no whammies.
yeah.
And stop.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no
Right,
whammies,
right.
and stop. Yes, of
Yeah,
course.
so-
Okay.
Knock my phone off. Kim has no idea what the fuck us old guys are talking about in the studio.
I know.
Kim is 22, whatever. Yeah, she has no
I'm
clue.
not 22. Don't get that wrong.
All right, so you look 18, but
So anyway, you have the board, and it was like do,
Yep.
and it was just what appeared to be random. Well, this guy studied this board, and discovered that it's just 5 different sets of sequences that these things would go in.
so he learned the algorithm.
He
huh?
learned the algorithm, and he went on the show, and you can watch this video of this guy doing it, because he would stop it every single time on the big money plus another spin.
Huh.
Every single time we go stop,
What?
it'd be like $5,000 plus another spin. He did 45 spins in a row like this. He
Oh
got up to
my
like
god!
it was something like $110,000,
What?
and he eventually just stopped. And then
They didn't stop him on the show. They didn't figure out
No.
he's broken the code.
Well, first they were trying to say, like, oh, okay, well, how are you doing this? Are you cheating? And he told them, and then so it actually took them a few days or so to figure out, to allow him to keep his winnings and all that.
Well,
Huh.
Because,
he legitimately won.
he did.
He figured
He
it
didn't
out.
actually cheat. Right. It's
Yeah,
not
he figured
cheating.
it out on
So,
his
yeah.
own.
There's
Yeah.
probably somewhere built in their contracts that you can't know the system. If you know the system, then you're
It's like
you're
counting
disqualified.
cards is
Exactly.
technically unethical, but it's not
It's
cheating.
not illegal. Yeah, counting
Yeah.
cards in Vegas. That's the best analogy you could give here. Counting cards in Vegas is not illegal, but
No,
they will
it's
take
not.
you in the back room, get some big dude to beat the shit out of you,
They'll give you your earnings or your winnings and then send you on your way.
and take some teeth.
and ask you to
Yes.
not come back.
Yeah, ask you
So-
politely with a boot in the ass. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Smarty pants.
I don't think any of the current games have any Easter eggs like that. Not any of the current
Talk about
Xbox,
video
PlayStation
games?
4.
Just about every video game out there has like Easter eggs in it. It's crazy. It's actually really cool.
There was a Easter egg built into, and we talked about this, I think, on Taint Funny. I don't remember if it was maybe on here. Look, we do so many podcasts now, I fucking forget which ones are which. But there was an Easter egg built into XL back, XL 97, I believe.
What is Excel?
XL's the
Talk about Excel?
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's just
spreadsheet?
pronounced differently. Excel. Excel?
The
Spreadsheet
actual
program? Yeah.
Spreadsheet,
Yeah.
Office,
Yes.
Oh, I think I heard about
Microsoft
this.
Office, Excel.
Correct.
20.
If you go to a certain row in a certain column and type in a certain function,
Yeah, we talked about this recently.
Was it on this show?
I don't know.
Yes.
I just
don't
read
know.
this. Come on.
It starts a game of old school Spy Hunter. So you're sitting there playing Spy Hunter through the developers' names, and it's like a credit, and you're driving through, and yeah, it's cool. It's really cool. All right.
I need to know this.
That's all I got for video game. I don't know of any other video games that
I'm still on Skyrim.
What?
I'm
Really?
still playing Skyrim.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I bought the so our boy Josh got me into what's the massive multiplayer version of Skyrim?
Elder Scrolls
Yeah,
Online?
Elder Scrolls Online. I played that for a little while. I got my boy into it, my 12-year-old, but he's
Right.
Nah,
well, I
he's-
heard that there are the people who, I guess, grew up with it that know of it, and then they went to, and they played the online version. And they actually hated the online version because you couldn't chat with people. There was a glitch or something. It had to do with the chat log. Like, you couldn't, like, okay, like with Final Fantasy, when I played it, you were able to, that you had talked to everyone in the vicinity, TeamSpeak. You talk to party only or instant, this friend only. They don't have those options in the chat or something like that. Because when I
don't
played
know.
it,
That'd be a Josh Wilson question.
yeah, when I played it, I
I
would.
just died. Wait. No, it didn't die. What the hell just happened to
What the
it?
hell? Technical
What are you
difficulties.
doing,
at Living
Tack?
Podcarously.
Maybe the internet went out?
Uh-oh.
See how I turn it back on you?
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Anyway, but yeah, it was just, I have a friend that played it. He loves Elder Scrolls. He hates the online version.
Huh.
That
Interesting.
Bethesda subcontracted it out to some other game development. So it's not even under Bethesda's name. It's under some other person's name.
Bethesda also did Fallout 4, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've got that out there. That was really cool. I
Yeah.
just don't have the time to invest in it right now.
I don't have time to invest
Yeah.
in that, no.
Tell us a little bit about your gym, because me and Tack, look, we got to lose a little bit of weight.
Mhm.
I already was supposed to come up there, but
Yeah, this Saturday, 9:00.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? It's
Free.
Kind of what happens when I got
How's
a
it
son.
for-
I
well,
couldn't make it that week.
I work Saturdays anyway, so I can't. So never mind.
Okay.
Wait, Saturday night one time.
No, Saturday morning.
Saturday
Oh,
morning,
mornings.
9
Oh,
a.m.
never
to 10
mind.
o'clock is a free CrossFit class at 26.2 CrossFit.
Do you teach it, or does one of the other coaches or owner
One
teach
of the
it?
other coaches, more than likely, Allie Newell will be the one that's coaching it.
Sweet. Okay.
So he will be there coaching it and answering any questions you guys.
See the guy that looks at the 36-year-old overweight guy and goes, "Oh no. Me and you are gonna have to meet on our own. I'm gonna have to really tell you what to eat, what not to eat."
You can't handle this class.
Stop with the donuts, Adam. That's what he's gonna tell me. Okay, got
Yeah.
it. Hey, I need that. That's okay.
But
That's exactly
if
what I
you
need.
put if you bring Sugar Shack donuts, though, you will be his best friend.
A month for free? No, I'm just kidding. I won't.
Maybe a month, maybe a half, 2 weeks.
All right, so tell us a little bit about the gym. Hook us up. Let us know
All right.
where our listeners can find you. We've plugged it a couple of times before, but I mean, you're a special guest to us, so you get as much advertising when you're here
Really?
as you want.
Oh, you're so sweet. Okay.
Okay, you're losing time.
All right. So 26.2 CrossFit in Rockledge, Florida.
Can I ask a quick question on that?
Yes.
26.2 stands for what? Because I asked this once before and I don't know if I got the answer or not.
26.2 stands for, that's 20, okay, for a marathon.
Is it?
There's
That's what I was.
26.2 miles in a marathon.
Okay, so it's a distance thing.
It's like a distance thing, but we're not all about running. Of course, there's weightlifting. We actually have strongmen competitions as well. We have
I'm a strong man.
We have
Sorry.
now for the second year in the row, we are considered Brevard's strongest gym.
Really?
With strongmen, yes. We have a gentleman, Reed. Yeah, Reed. He is 7th in the nation as the strongest.
No shit.
Yes.
So do I come in there
cool.
and he's like flipping over tires off of a monster truck?
Probably.
Sweet.
Actually, we look.
Can I take a sledgehammer to one of those tires? I mean, that's one of the workouts that I see on TV.
There's a video. I'm gonna have to actually tag you in it.
Okay.
It's a buddy of mine, Neil. He is one of the strong men that work out there and everything. In fact, he's gonna also be teaching a lot of the strongman stuff to introduce it to everybody who's
Sweet.
interested. Yes, that might be something you might be interested in. It's pretty cool. You as well, Tack. You would be interested in it.
Yeah.
One of our strongmen can actually pull a fire truck
Really?
by themselves.
With his testicles.
No.
No, I'm just kidding.
God, that would be so badass if it were true. No. Damn. No.
No, I'm not
by
trying to
themselves.
besmirch the name. That's
I
cool.
know. But
That's really
by
cool.
themselves. That's it. And
That's cool.
Yeah. That
In Rockledge, Florida.
Florida, you can Google it, 26.2 CrossFit.
Okay.
And you can check us out on the website, 26. Now, here's the funny thing about
Yeah.
26. Yeah. You have to say the number 26.
26.
Spell out point, POINT, to CrossFit.com.
Numerical 2. So
Yeah.
26 POINT
Yeah.
2.
Mhm.
Wow, who picked that?
Yeah.
Not me.
They need to get every other URL. So 26
Yeah.
PT whatever. Well, that's cool.
Yeah, but every Saturday morning, 9 a.m., be there. It's a free class all the time. And we always have coaches that are there. I'll be there.
Okay.
to
So if any of
answer
the listeners show up,
questions.
you want them to just say, "Hey, heard about you guys on Living Podcariously?" Okay.
Mention Living Podcariously. You can
Very
mention
cool.
my name and say, hey, Kim told me on Living Podcariously, told me to just show up here.
Okay.
So,
All right.
yeah,
Cool.
use me as a reference
yeah.
if you have to. We have a special event coming up called Pure Vita.
Okay.
It is like a CrossFit, kind of like a CrossFit competition.
Can you spell that? Vita?
VIDA.
Okay.
Pure Vida.
Pure Vita.
Okay.
Anybody who does CrossFit can register. If you don't do CrossFit, come out, watch. It's a huge event. Let's see, it's 5 workouts of the day in under an hour. You can do it scaled. You can do it prescribed workout.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds
Prescribed
cool.
is you do the workout where it's like a higher weight. Like, okay, I'm scaled. So, for example, the tire flip that I'll be doing,
Right.
the tire would be probably 95 pounds.
Okay.
And then for the guys, I think it's like someone's going to correct me if I'm correct, incorrect on this, 120 pounds. So you would have to
Okay.
flip the tire.
Mm-hmm.
But prescribed is the 120 and 95 for the women. Scaled is 75.
When is the
For
Pure
women,
Vida
for me.
competition?
Gotcha.
May 7th.
May 7th.
May 7th, Cocoa Village, Taylor Park.
Oh.
Cocoa Village Idiot Pub is actually one of the head hosts.
Oh, sweet.
So we can go over there and drink and come back
Oh, yeah.
and watch the competition.
Tack, what do you say? Me and you go down there. We'll throw
drink.
some...
We'll throw some tires.
You got it.
Drink some. Yeah.
Drink. There's
That doesn't sound like a good idea. Hopefully it'll be 90-something degrees outside, too, at the same time.
It's a lot of fun. We take over that entire, basically the entire stage.
Nice.
The entire stage gets taken over. And if you do join, and you finish the competition, you don't have to wait 2 weeks to get your results back.
Okay.
Allie says you're actually going to get your results right then and there at the end and find out where you place at.
Well, sweet.
Cool.
And, yeah.
All right. So, listeners, if you do want to go check that out, just be sure to mention Tack and Adam from Living Podcariously. Give us some love, man. Let our potential future sponsors know that you're actually paying attention.
Yeah.
We appreciate it, though, Kim.
Yeah.
We actually have another guest coming in next segment. We don't have to go anywhere, Kim. We'd love you to hang out and stay, but we only have 3 mics in studio. But we've got a special guest coming up next segment. Our boy Connor Hughes returns to Living Podcariously again. And he's got some stories.
Indeed. I'm excited. I've been waiting for a while to hear this.
That we are definitely going to want to hear about.
So it's real juicy.
Well, he can't share too much, but he'll share more with us off air.
Let's just say he's contracted not to be allowed to share something.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for listening. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to Living Podcariously, episode number 10. I want to welcome a very special guest back to the show, Mr. Connor Hughes. How are you doing, man? Let his penis touch his penis. That was my favorite part of that episode.
He
Ron's
touched my
too.
penis with his penis.
That'll make Ron happy.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. So for our listeners who are maybe just listening to this show, Connor is a stuntman, a professional stuntman. He's done some acting and some modeling, I think, in the past, and a few other types of things like that. He did a really cool thing for us for Living Podcariously. If you do a YouTube search for Living Podcariously and Connor Hughes, Hughes, you'll see the video where he does stunt work off of the Cocoa Beach Pier. And that was a lot of fun to shoot. Tack did the shooting for that for Attack Films.
Yeah, it was a good day.
Yeah,
Good
it
fun.
was a lot of fun. Connor's coming to us. So when I heard about this from him, I told him I wanted to get his story when he came back in the studio. And I know some things of the story we're about to hear are limited. We can't necessarily get all of the juicy details, but
Juicy.
Connor has done something that was fucking cool for all the way around the board. So the location was the best part. Are we even allowed to say that?
Location, I'm not allowed to specify.
God damn it!
Fuck.
I literally
Okay.
I have the framework of what I can say worked out in my head.
All right, I'll tell you what. Let's just throw it to
Turn
Connor
it over to him.
and let him
You
say
can
what-
barely hear him, though.
you
He's
can
coming in
introduce it.
quiet.
You can say French Polynesia.
All right, so to save me from screwing up your contract, give us the details. What can you tell us?
Well, can we say, where have you been? What have you been doing?
All right. I have been secluded on an island for about 2 weeks in French Polynesia. I'm not allowed to specify which island it was. I was there for a very popular reality TV show.
Very popular reality TV show. All right.
I'm not allowed to specify the name of the show and or the nature of the show. But
So not even the CBS, NBC, ABC, whatever. Can you specify
network?
the network itself?
I'm gonna say
No, to
not
be safe.
yet.
Yeah.
To
Okay.
be safe.
Okay.
Okay.
But, I mean, if I said it, you'd know it right
Okay.
away.
Gotcha.
No doubt.
Gotcha.
So one of the more popular cable providers, we could say, cable network.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
it's,
right.
It's right up there with MTV.
Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about. I think I know which one you're talking about.
That's the one.
So you were up there for 2 weeks,
Roughly.
and how was your experience?
Yeah, what'd you do? Give us a
What'd
little bit
you
of
do?
give us a little bit of the juicy details.
Give us the deets,
It
as
was-
Ron would say.
It was definitely life-changing because when you go out there, they take your cell phone from you. They turn off all the TVs, so you really have no connection with the outside world. And it's a 6-hour time difference from from the East Coast.
Right.
So it's weird over there because I'm still sleeping and waking up on my internal clock. So over there, I was waking up before the sun comes up, and then we were filming till about 2 a.m. sometimes. So the days felt like one day felt like 3 days, And there was times where me and cast members would be talking, and we'd be like, yeah, remember that thing happened? Was that earlier today or was that yesterday? Like, it just all becomes one fucking day.
Were your other cast members East Coast? Were they U.S. people?
All over
the world?
All over the country.
All over the country.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they're at least they're U.S. folks.
Yeah.
That were, okay.
Yeah, all of them.
Okay.
And it's just, you start to, you have no idea what time it is. No clocks. So you just go by the position of the sun in the sky.
It's
roughly 5:30.
About noon.
I saw the waning dove.
Yeah, and it's I got back to the U.S. and I felt like I'd be gone for 3 months, maybe
no
4
doubt.
months, but it was only 2 weeks, and I came back and I'd lost so much weight from being out there because the island we were on was very secluded, and they have such a small airport that the planes have a size limit as to what can land there, and the planes are so small that even their cargo planes can only hold 2 or 3 pallets of Coca-Cola each time. So in jet fuel,
whoa, this sounds serious.
like a can of Coke over there is $5 or $6 for a small can.
Jesus.
Holy shit.
So
I wouldn't survive.
So whiskey was oh god, it was I couldn't live there because just the whiskey's too expensive. Thank God it was all provided. But
You're gonna have to learn how to bang coconuts together and ferment your own coconut oil.
Yeah. Which actually, those motherfuckers do that over there. The natives that live there, they're climbing up the trees with machetes and stuff. And I was like, yo, can I try?
Really? That's
Yeah.
cool.
I've seen that on TV. They'll climb up
Yeah,
it's
barefoot.
crazy.
Yeah.
You know,
they'll chop down a coconut and they'll fucking strip it.
we do know with your skills though, you were trying to climb the tree and grab a coconut too.
Oh,
right?
I climbed the tree.
Did you? All
That
right.
did happen.
Metaphorically speaking.
I got yelled at, and they were like, "Hey, you probably shouldn't do that." And I was like, "Hey, it's all good. I like it up here." But I'm just chilling with
Well, that's a great. So here's a great reality show question to ask somebody.
Yeah.
This doesn't step on. I don't think it steps on toes of how the production works. Maybe it does. Maybe you're not allowed to talk about the production.
I'll tell you what I can say and can't.
Okay. And any of the stuff that we need to edit out, just say, hey, we can't say that. Just edit that part out, and we can take it out. So behind the scenes, a lot of reality shows are known to be scripted, not just scripted for what you can say, but also the interactions and stuff that you can do. So when you're out there doing your own thing, climbing the tree, doing what you want to do, are they telling you no? That's not part of what you're supposed to be out here doing. Is that?
It's actually it's really weird how it works. It's not scripted. Everything you say is your words. Your emotions are yours. Your opinions are yours. But reality TV in general, because it's my second time now with it, and it's
Right.
everything it's not facilitated, but it's there's a backbone in which that inspires certain reactions and stuff. So
Gotcha. Yeah.
and it's weird out there because
They set the framework of what you're going to do, and then
yeah,
you fall into
they
those.
set a framework, and then you kind of fall into it. But for all intents and purposes, no, it's not scripted because
That's
there
cool.
was never a time because everybody thinks oh, reality TV. Now this might be some shows do this, but everybody thinks production pulls you aside in between cuts and says, okay, no, you're gonna say this and this. It's no
Right.
one's ever whispering in your ear. It's genuine reactions.
Unless you do something really right on the show and you get some honey that whispers in your ear.
Oh,
I'm just saying that could be a good
I
thing.
only do it right.
A lot of these reality shows, too, will also have an antagonist. Was there one really that stood out in your group? You don't have to say names or anything.
Yeah.
Just yes or no, or
Yeah.
And do you think that in post production they're really going to pinpoint on that and just kind of shoot for that, or was it you?
I would be surprised if I was if I was kind of brushed over, just for the fact that I did control myself some nights, and other nights I got belligerent and did flips all around.
That's fucking awesome.
I can already see it now.
And at one point I flayed my foot open. It was bleeding all over the place.
Oh, that's going to be a commercial bumper right there.
Yeah.
I can
it
see it
is.
already.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's hurt. Cut to commercial.
And one of the girls was like, "Oh my god, is your foot okay?" And I was like, "Sweetheart, don't worry. I live in Florida. We got alligators and shit. I'm fine."
So,
This happens to me every week. You're stupid.
oh man.
I used to do a cooking show. It was a reality show. I used to film it and edit and all that. But that's real reality.
Was that in the islands somewhere? French
No.
Polynesian?
No.
Were you climbing trees?
No, it's not as cool as his story.
You're not nearly as cool, my friend.
Gotcha. But
Just kidding.
it wasn't scripted. It was real people, and we didn't tell them anything to say. We just asked questions, and that was it. But
It's another thing about Polynesia that's so like French Polynesia that's so weird is like the guys that are there look like they all look like The Rock. The guys that live there, they're all big, they're all jacked, and they're all covered in tribal tattoos.
Oh,
but
nice.
they speak French, which is like strange, and then they also speak fluent English because that's where like a majority of the
Tack
money
has the
comes from.
weirdest boner right now because of
Yeah.
that description of those guys.
Thanks for noticing, though, buddy.
Does it have anything to do with my boner?
It might. Let's make him touch.
I've
You
been
guys are gonna
told my boner is boner inspiring.
Oh. All right, sorry. Continue talking about your French Polynesian
actually,
rocks.
Mark that for the books. That might be the gayest thing I've ever said.
Well, it will make our
We'll
friend
see.
Ron very happy.
We'll see. We'll see.
Ron likes that comment.
Ron.
The night is still young.
Ron Weasley. But anyways, like the whole imported thing, because everything's so expensive out there, they rely like on things that are locally caught, like fish and stuff. So I ended up losing a lot of weight because
Seafood diet.
yeah, all I was drinking was water every day, all day, and then I was just eating fish and broccoli. And then when you're bored, I mean, you're sitting there and you're interacting with people all day, and like you're talking to people, but after a while, that gets boring. And then you're swimming in the crystal clear water, take a dip with the sharks and stuff. And like, believe me, the first like week you're there, that's like the coolest fucking thing. Like it's awesome. But then like after a while, you're like, I'm too sunburnt. Like I'm gonna stay indoors.
So let me ask this question because you're in a beautiful scene.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so beautiful water, beautiful beaches, French Polynesian island theme, and a cast of mixed people, so women and men out there.
Yeah.
Are there going to be scenes in this show that I'm going to obviously DVR, and hopefully all of our listeners will too, where they had to censor out some parts of people? I want to see boobs. All right, listen, I'm all about. I've got a girlfriend now, so I'm tame now. However, that doesn't mean that I don't want to see some boobs on TV. I'm just saying.
Yeah, there's it's reality TV. It gets wild. There was a couple nights where it got pretty wild, and it was even crazier. It was like the shit that happened off camera was just absolutely insane. And the funny thing is, they took all our electronics, but my backpack, I put my GoPro inside a sock and like wrapped it in shirts. So I smuggled my GoPro in.
No
Oh.
So I was like getting.
Should you be saying this right now?
I mean, shoot me.
Do you have video? Have you already post-produced some of your video?
I am not. They told me like I'm not allowed to produce any photos from it until after my episode airs.
Oh,
or my
okay.
episodes.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna wait till after the show comes out. Then just
Do you have an idea of
So-
when that's going to be?
roughly 2 months.
2 months from now?
Yeah, that's they're in the editing stages right now.
So end of June sometime.
Yeah,
Probably.
roughly.
Okay.
And yeah, like it's one of those things. Like the women would like after filming would be so intoxicated and like go back to the place and like I'd be drunk as fuck. Just fucking booze brains. I think everything's a good idea.
Oh,
And,
man.
And I'm like, who brought the GoPro to the party? And I'm just like, let me take a picture of everything that you have.
Nice. What happens if I strap this GoPro to my junk?
Oh, it's like a scope.
So what was the shooting schedule like? Like, was it just... It wasn't 24/7?
What was that?
Hey, buddy. Welcome to the show.
Tack, he got boobs on his phone. You're not
sorry.
nearly as
No, someone
important.
just asked me a girl just asked me to show her my dick, and I was like,
You should send her a picture of my dick and say that.
Yeah,
like, hey.
I get that all the time, too. So,
that's me. I text you from one of those text-free apps.
that is you. That's right. So what is the shooting schedule like? You guys don't shoot 24/7?
Yeah, it's weird. You wake up and a majority of the day is yours, like 14 hours is yours. And then at night, it's all filming all night.
Oh, gotcha.
So it's not like Big Brother. Big Brother has cameras 24/7,
No,
and then
thank
the
God.
post-production work on that is just fucking ridiculous because
I
of
don't
how many
even-
thousands of hours
I
of
don't
video.
even like want to be on a show like that because I mean, like when you're out there, like what if I got to shit or jerk off or something? Like I don't want the cameraman to be. Like,
Well,
"Hey, man."
supposedly the bathrooms for that show, they have the cameras in there, but they're only on if two people are in there at the same time. So if you're jerking off or taking a shit, they're not going to air that. However, who knows?
You still
Maybe
got
they're
somebody
recording
watching.
it.
Yeah, I would like purposely like try to squirt the lens or something.
But
and
I'm
be like, Spider-Man.
I'm kind of okay with somebody watching that. I mean,
Nobody wants to see that.
oh, okay.
but like
I'm damn sexy,
another-
Kim. I don't want to hear it. You hush down over there.
Another thing about the show is like they have a gym on the island, and so when you're bored, you're just like, okay, well, I'm gonna go work out then because that's something to do. So I'd go in the gym and like I'd finish my leg workouts and be like, well, you know, fuck it, I'll do arms too today. So then you go and do arms, and I'm like, all right, I might as well knock out some core. I'm bored. Next thing I know, I've been in the gym for like 5 hours, and I'm like, oh, okay, so that's why I'm severely dehydrated, because I haven't stopped forever. So
Pac has that same problem.
Yeah.
He goes to the gym for 4 or 5 hours a day.
Well, it's China buffet too. I get that. No.
sodium.
All right, so let me ask this question. During the filming times, did the conversation ever come up about, you know, a podcast that you like back in the States?
Actually, I had mentioned that I'd been on one there. Everybody was like, what have you been on? And I actually mentioned it. I did do a plug-in. It'll probably be edited out because
most likely.
Yeah, they don't even like let the Coca-Cola label like be like you have to hide.
Let's just say both Tack and I will give you mouth hugs if Living Podcariously gets plugged in this.
Mouth hugs is in like on my balls.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, do you still talk to the cast members?
Yeah, we keep in contact on Facebook.
Okay.
Because you know we they make you go through like reality TV. You really form bonds with everybody on there because like you go through unique situations that you never
definitely.
otherwise be in, and like people's real colors shine like in like such extreme situations like that, and like where the pressure's high and stuff, and like where you need to trust or not trust somebody and rely on somebody, and like you form a special bond with all these people, and you just can't
trust fall.
Yeah, no, not that much. Fuck them. But it's to the point where you know, like I consider all of them like good friends of mine now.
That's
just 'cause,
cool.
like you know, they see a side of you, and like while you're out there, it feels like the fucking Hunger Games because it's think about it. You're plucked from your home and dropped in a place that A is so exotic to the point that you can't relate anything to it back home. And then B, like your diet is so sparse and like. You know, you have your 3 planned meals a day at the same time every day. Everything becomes a routine. And then like you have the extreme stress of filming and stuff and drama and all that stuff and, the alcohol. And, it's weird. Like the whole time you're there, you're not yourself. Like you become a new person. Like you become a person you need to be in that environment. And, it's weird. As soon as you get home, it's just like, oh, I'm me again. And it's like, it's just like one really bad fucking hangover.
Huh?
Yeah.
You do?
I do.
Yeah.
Well, while she's getting a mic, any of the other cast members live around here?
Yeah, we had a couple in Florida. I don't remember from where. I think one was maybe in Tampa or something.
Yeah, okay.
It's gonna work.
Trying to see if we can get any more cast members once the show's out, you know, on here, whether it's Skype or whatever.
Yeah, a lot of them are going to come visit me. So if that happens, let's be like, hey guys,
Oh, hell yeah,
come
that'd be
say
cool.
some things.
So say some things to some faces. What's up, Kim?
Well, I got a question for you, Connor.
I've got an answer for you, Kim.
All right, cool. So on my end, I'm doing the fight choreography, I'm movie, web series, the Ethereal Blue Grip. If I wanted to get into reality TV, how do I go about that? Like, what made you get into reality TV? You know, okay, maybe that's 3 questions. I don't know.
No, that's a really good question because
That is
people ask me that all the time. They're like, you know, oh, like how many times have you been on TV? And it's like, because I tell them like, oh, well, how'd you get that gig? I'm like, oh, I think it had to do with the gig before that, and it's really hard to talk about this without sounding like you're bragging. Like it really is. It's one of those things. It definitely sounds conceited, but this is the 3rd time now that I'm on TV, and it's one of those things that people do ask. They're like, well, how does like that fucking happen? Like, how do you do it?
What are the 3 times besides this one? And I know about the other one.
Yeah, I did. Those I can mention now. I did a reality show. It was like a game show for Sci-Fi, and it was kind of based off like the movie Saw. Like the walls close in, the room fills with water.
You told me about that before. What was the name of that show?
That's called Exit.
Exit. Okay.
And then I also did
American Ninja Warrior.
Yeah, season 5, American Ninja Warrior.
Awesome.
But then
I saw that video. That was a cool video.
Mm-hmm.
You don't sound, by the way, you don't sound bragging. It doesn't sound pretentious at all. It's
okay, cool.
Yeah, you're coming off just fine because it's look, to somebody like me and Tack and people. I mean, Tack's more into the industry than I am because he does video producing and you know he's done a lot of editing and recording and shooting and whatever in the past. I'm just a schlub an IT guy that does podcasting every once in a while. But seeing that side of it is really cool to me, especially because it's somebody that I know that's done stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Even Kim's done the video editing and starring and stuff. No, you're not coming off pretentious. It's
Okay.
not to me anyway. It's not, and hopefully to our audience.
Okay, because when I'm at the bar and like girls are like,
So what do you do?
and I'm like, well, I'm a stunt man. Like,
Tell me like what you've like done.
yeah, but
And I'm
you
like-
flip you flip your fake hair.
I'll tell you what I'm about to do. How's that?
You flip your fake hair like, well, I'm a reality star.
I'm just like, oh, bitch, have a seat. But then like,
how much time have you got?
gonna be here
That's
for
what
a
he
while.
said.
but then I tell them, I'm like, well, I've done this and I've done that, and I have a job at Universal Studios, and
You're just bragging.
You're a fucking asshole.
I'm like, and you're not getting any more free drinks, so good night.
All right, so let me ask a question that I know you're probably not going to be able to answer, but I'm going to at least ask it anyway because I don't want to be called a pussy for not asking the hard questions.
Can we pause for a second though?
Really? At that point, that's a hell of a cliffhanger.
Well, I was saying he never answered her question yet. So
Oh, how do you get into it? Oh, that's a good point.
Okay, so oh god, the cliffhanger now. All right, you're not
Find
gonna
out
forget it,
after the
are you?
break.
Remember it.
No, I know what it is.
All right. Yeah, to get into it, it's really you really want to look for casting agencies. That's the big thing. Is I'm not allowed to mention the agency that picked me up, but I don't have an agent. Like I don't have an agent that gets me work, but I found agencies that work for specific shows. So like if you want to be on the show The Bachelor, just look up The Bachelor and look up The Bachelor casting, and within maybe 5 minutes you'll find the company, the production company that does it, that's paid for, like that, MTV or whatever pays to do it. And then they have like a general auditions and general casting call thing, and you just submit a submission video.
So just like bust out your iPhone and just
you do it in a couple minutes, and
Huh.
if they like you, you'll get a call back. If they don't, just keep fucking applying.
attack. That's what you need to do.
I'll do that.
with your no.
Oh.
With your attack films. What you need to do is set up a recruitment talent finding company, and you go out.
start an agency.
Yes.
Kim, take a letter.
Yeah.
To whom it may concern.
Nice. There you go. There you go. All right. So you ready for the hard hitting question?
You're gonna be the biggest star,
questions?
kid.
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, here's the cliffhanger. Let's go.
I really want to know.
Okay, wait. Can we hold on?
You motherfucker.
to know.
In the reality show, mixed couples, girl and guy,
Yeah.
does
Do people fuck?
Connor
Did
hook
you
up? I
penis
want to know.
touch a
Okay,
penis?
all right.
Do you hook up? Are you allowed to even say that? Obviously.
I am. Yeah, I'm allowed to talk.
Sweet.
I think. I mean, fuck it. It's my penis.
It's my body, not yours.
There's no
I can
contract.
do what I want.
There's no contract that can control my
And
penis.
is it recorded on video if you did hook up?
Yes, I did not, and it was by choice.
Oh,
It was by choice.
You're waiting till marriage. That's sweet.
Listen, the Lord is watching. No, but like, no, the one girl. All right, I know what I'm allowed to say. She was really drunk, and it was when all the rooms have 24/7 cameras in all corners of the room. So even when production's not going on, if something crazy happens, they can catch it.
okay.
And one girl climbs in my bed in the middle of the night
Yeah.
and starts shaking my chest, and like she's like,
Shaking your chest.
Like,
Say
she's
it's
like-
about 2 feet lower, sweetie.
like she looks at me and she's like, she's like, hey, and like I'm in the middle, like I'm woke up in the middle of the night, and like I'm in like
He punches her.
John Wick mode, like I'm looking for something to stab her with, and I'm just like, what the fuck, what's up? And she's like, hey, I'm just like really drunk, and I'm like, that's awesome. It sounds like you're having fun. I am too, and I was, and now I'm awake. And she's like, yeah, she's like, I'm just not ready for bed. I'm like, yeah, but see, I was, and now I'm not anymore. And she's like, well, I want to have fun. And I'm like, and yeah, and you know what? We're gonna have fun. We're gonna go like skiing or something tomorrow. And I was like, or maybe we'll go snorkeling. And she's like, but I want to have fun now. And I'm like, yeah, but see, there's a problem. I'm like fucking exhausted right now, and I've been woken up, and I really don't want to do this. And there's a reason why I did that, because if we were in any other circumstance, that girl just entered a danger zone. That's
She entered what they call at SeaWorld the splash zone.
that is a one-way ticket. And but like the thing about reality TV is if you go all out and you become a turn-up god and you do all that shit, yeah, you'll get some work and stuff. But if you take like the seemingly noble road and take the high road every time, you form a character for yourself. And I believe that if you keep that persona up, that you become the guy that everybody at home is rooting for. Believe it or not,
Yeah.
like the girl, she thanked me in the morning. She's like, "Hey, thanks for like not doing anything stupid with me last night." And I was like, "Yeah, don't worry about it. It's all good."
But first she rolls over.
That's cool.
Did we do anything last night?
I was like, "Chill out. It's just anal."
That's what your dad said.
So do you get to go back? Is this a repetitive thing, or now that you've already filmed, is it all done? Is the season over, or however it works?
It's done. However, there is talk, and I mean, this could all just be speculation online, but there's talk of them doing like a reunion episode. But
that's cool.
A reunion season, but every show talks about doing that, and it never happens. So it's whatever.
Well, that's cool.
It's got to be like an impactful group. It's got to be like something that people remember.
Yeah. You got to be like it's American television. There has to be enough characters. Like you can't just go on there like that. It's the same thing. Like even with Ninja Warrior, like is it a competition? Yes. Is it about the fitness? Yes. But you also need to have a story because you don't want to be like, "What's up? I'm Phil. I work out." And it's like, "This is Steve. Steve does squats. Steve wants to do the course." Like, okay, well, fuck you, Steve. Like, what else do you do? So it needs to be like, Steve had cancer. Steve is still alive. Like, or something like, Steve's family was murdered by ninjas. And it's like, oh my God, like, I want to see this guy make it. Like, that's, like, you have to have a story. So,
are we allowed to use, to put your name and information out there in little groups of podcasts that we're members of, that they contact you if they're interested in like a phone interview or Skype interview or something like that?
Yeah, that works.
Would you be interested in doing that?
Yeah, absolutely. If it's about the last gig, obviously, it still has to be very like limited as to what I can say. But
I mean, we don't know enough to tell anybody anyway. So all we would do is say, "Hey, this guy just started in a reality show. It was overseas, and it's going to air here in the U.S. in a couple of months. Hook him up." There's a ton of people like Taint Funny would probably like to have you on. There's a ton of media podcasts that do all sorts of movies and TV shows and stuff like that would probably be interested in reality show stars. And I mean, with a local connection, that's even cooler.
Yeah, and tell them like if they're interested that like I'll pull my penis out for like no reason at all. Like,
will you sign my chest with your penis?
I'll sign your penis with my penis.
White
I'll
ink
sign
only.
your penis with my penis.
All right, well that's cool. So, what other questions you got, Tack?
I think that's all I had. I'm sure I have many more, but
well, when it officially becomes airable to plug the show, the network that it's on, and the name of the show, please let us know. We would love to be able to either have you back in or, plug it if you are not here or whatever. Let us know the date that we can air that.
As soon as the information comes to me through email and lets me know that I'm allowed to make a statement about it, I'd be more than happy to come back on here and just give you the rest of the details.
That would rock.
That'd be great if you can do it like just before, like a week before it airs. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be cool. It'd almost be like a
that I can definitely
perk. Do. No, pilot. No, I don't know. You're the movie guy.
You think about it, sweetie. Okay, you think about it some more.
I'll get
We're
back
gonna
to you.
take a break.
All right, well, cool. Connor, do you have anything that you want to plug other than the show that you're about to be on?
And Tack.
I want to plug that sweet little ass.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, Jesus Christ. No.
Are you talking about me or Kim?
I was talking about my own ass. Like, I'm trying to, like, that. I can't reach across it. It's like the Sahara, like my gooch. Like, I can't get there.
I keep trying, but I keep falling off the couch. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah, it's the position, man. It's all about the
I
stance.
can never reach.
You have to have a proper combat stance.
Oh,
that's because you don't have a penis, Kim. That's why you have nothing to say about it.
All I can think about is you on your little island doing squats. That's all I think for 5 hours.
That's an accurate depiction.
Let's take our last little break and come back and do a real quick version of Living Podcary's Diary, and then we'll call it a week. So good to you, Zach? All right, cool.
Fuck yeah.
We'll be back. Peering into the inner thoughts and expressions of men. Women submit questions for Adam and Tack to get brutal, honest admissions. We call this the Guyry. Guyry? Really? Is that the best we could come up with? Tack, this week we've got, so I didn't actually have any questions emailed into us by girls. There might be one from a girl or a guy. I can't tell based on the email address yet. They've never identified
Why
themselves.
can't you just accept that it could be a girl? Tell Connor the story and let him decide.
So this person has emailed us several times at our show at Living Podcariously email and had said many things. One of the episodes, Tack was talking about how many accidental hard-ons he gets in a day, and this person emailed in and said Tack couldn't get too many hard-ons for me, so they won his dick. The next one, something
I think the quote was something like, "I would fuck every one of his hard-ons."
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, let's get it right.
Yeah,
that's like no, that's you have to start that. I'd feel bad at that point. I'd be like, listen, you don't have to fuck this one. I just woke up.
We'll let this one go. But see, like, he gets this email. That's the first one we got. And he's like, so I think it's this guy. I think it's a joke. Like, why can't a woman actually say that? A woman could say that about me. You don't know.
This person does keep talking about Tack in every email that this person sends in, talking about Tack. And my assumption on that is it's a dude joking with Tack. That's wrong of me.
No,
I know.
I wasn't joking in those emails.
I knew it.
Every single one, Tack. Everyone.
You will not, Tack.
You don't have to. I got this next one.
Tack, I have a feeling your dry spell's about to be ended here with Connor.
Finally.
All right, so this person emailed us a question for the Guyry, and let's assume it's a girl for your benefit.
Thank you.
The question is very straightforward, and it's very short. It asks, have you guys ever tasted your own jizz? So, Tack, I'm going to let you take that one first, because this is your fan.
Only honest answers, guys.
Yeah, that's what we do on the show.
We taste our own jizz on the show?
Taste our own jizz.
We taste
each other's, and we do this. We spin the shots around. We don't know who's who. No, I never have, but I know of a buddy that has. Yeah, I have never. No,
nah, neither have I. Come on, Connor.
You know Connor has.
No, I haven't.
I keep trying, but I keep falling off the couch.
I had a girlfriend one time. My semen had gone everywhere, and she mainly on her. And she was like, "Hey, listen, it's not fair that I have to like."
She started with, "Hey, listen, hey, listen."
And she's like, "You should she's like, as a joke, she's like, you should just like try it." And I'm like, "I'm not gonna do that." She's like, "Well, there's like not even like a little bit." I'm like, "No, I'm gonna go play Halo and give you a towel so you can clean up."
If I was a chick, if I had it on my face, I would wipe it and then wipe it right on your face. I would do that.
I had a girl.
You would be. It's a 30-cent shotgun shell to me at that point.
Damn it. I had a girl that I was hooking up with there for a little while, and you know who this is. I won't say names.
Okay.
But I would finish on her, obviously not in her, but I would finish on like her chest and breast or whatever. She had a weird thing that she liked to do afterwards, where she would want to pull me in and hug me down to her to get that shit all over me.
Oh, God.
Yeah. That's what I said. She's like, "Oh, I just want to be."
And I had a
close to
weird
you."
thing where I wanted to slap her in the face right after. We both have fetishes, I guess.
Yeah. No longer
Women are
am I seeing that
disgusting.
girl. We actually had a guy send us in a question at the show at Living Podcariously email asking about the segment. And this is a guy named Aaron. He wants to know if we would ever consider doing a reverse segment where guys ask girls the same types of questions. Now, obviously, we would need a girl on the show.
Right.
As a permanent guest.
I'm the closest thing that we have. So
we've talked about this in the past about having a girl on here permanently. Talked to you about this a little bit. We actually do have some interest out of Andrea to be that spot.
If you guys can get a woman to stay in your life permanently, let me know how the fuck you did that, because I am not having any luck with that.
Well, Connor, your problem is you need to be with one woman only. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Not this one a night.
No.
Or multiple a night.
I don't want that.
I can't work out like a subscription plan or something.
That's what I've been doing. I haven't had a relationship last longer than 2.5 years.
Custody agreement, maybe.
All right, so to honor our guest on the show, Connor Hughes, me and Tack do the show at Living Podcariously email address and request listeners to email us in, mostly girls, to email us in questions for the Guyry segment. This week, Tack, other than those two questions, we didn't get any. This was our kind of a weird week for us.
What will we ever do?
But in light of that, 5 minutes ago, I literally asked Connor to send out a text to a few of his friends and say the same thing. Say, "Hey, I'm on a podcast. They have a segment. Ask a guy anything you want to possibly know." So he sent a text out to, I don't know how many people he's sent it out to, and he's already got more responses than I think every show we've ever done. So scale things here a little bit. You understand, audience. You know what's going on. So what I'd like to do is throw it over to Connor and let him ask us these questions, and he can obviously answer them too. But Connor is going to ask us the questions live from the girls that Connor has banged, dated, whatever.
So fucking excited.
So Connor, take it away. Ask us any of the questions that come into your phone from your hookup.
So I said on there, hey, I'm on a podcast, and they want we want questions from women to have guys answer. So, I have one friend in particular, Audrey. There's a shout out to Audrey for asking us so many wonderful questions that I've yet to read, but I'm sure they're just great. I see the word penis like 1,000 times.
Can you show me your penis? How big is your penis?
So she says, oh man, she went real hood on this. All right. When y'all sit down to shit. She's thinking about this shit. She says, when y'all sit down to shit, what do you do with your dick? Do you hold it up or let it hang? Or question mark. And she says, what is the, oh, okay, never mind. This is a
different
question. Yeah. So, okay. So what do you do with your dick, gentlemen, when you're shitting?
I mean, if I held it up, I'd accidentally piss in my face. So I kind of have to let it fall. We got a similar question to that in the past about, do your dick and balls touch the water when you sit down to take a shit?
How far do they fucking...
Well, some toilets have the water come up really high.
Oh.
There's your knees down. How does your chain hang low?
But you gotta do the sit and tuck, you know.
What I do is I sit down and I let it hang, but then I put my hand over it, because what I like to do is I'm a germaphobe and I hate the idea of my penis touching the toilet seat,
splashback,
or the inside of the toilet, and I'm just like, ugh. And if I'm in a public toilet place, public bathroom, I push it further into my gooch to really reassure there's gonna be no toilet contact.
You've shit on your dick before then, haven't you?
No. I actually I have managed to evade that. It's not easy.
Yeah, no, you gotta let them hang. I mean, that's the only way to do it. If you're to public bathroom, maybe tuck it a little bit, but you gotta just let them hang.
Yeah, does she not know that you do both at the same time? If I hold it up, like you said,
yeah, you're gonna fucking
headshot.
Headshot. Yeah, you're gonna piss in your face. Yeah, you gotta tuck it away.
Kill.
Tack, you tuck yours. Tack has a weird hobby, by the way, that he does. Tack told us about this a while back. Tack, sometimes when he gets and the only reason I know this is from a prior podcast. I don't know this firsthand experience.
I have no idea what you're about to say.
Firsthand experience. Tack tucks his dick up when it's not erect.
Would you call that a hobby?
I mean, what else are you gonna call it?
You know my hobby is, I know you guys like stamps and you're big on. I like to wear it up.
Tack's a belt tucker. He tucks it into his belt.
So do you go to the hobby store where they have the model planes and stuff and buy stuff to help you adjust your dick?
Do you have any paint for this, sir? What do you have, sir?
Just my head sticking out. I want to bedazzle it. Sticking out the top of my belt.
Do you got googly eyes?
Like a little grass and maybe a tree.
Oh, and do you have pipe? Do you have pipe cleaners?
I want to stick down in it and then have it come out. I want to give it.
I call this the chimney scraper.
Googly eyes. I just picture. Yeah, they're all going nuts.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
It's not a hobby, sir, but yeah.
So Audrey,
I wear it up.
Audrey, I hope that answers your question.
Next question.
All right,
we sticking with the same girl?
Yeah, let's just read all of Audrey's, because Audrey just went fucking rapid fire here and asked me 1,000. What's the weirdest object you've stuck in you? What's the no? It was cut off.
Cucumber.
I stand corrected.
Pipe cleaners.
What is
with googly?
No, she said weirdest. All right, that's pretty tame with the pipe cleaners. She says, "What is the weirdest object you've ever stuck your penis in?" All right, so I read that wrong. Okay.
Connor, you're taking this one first.
Oh. Okay.
A girl named Audrey? No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. So kidding, Audrey.
No, Audrey, you're not that weird.
A little warm.
Let's see. Weirdest thing I've put my pecker in would have to be... Let me think on this one, actually. I'm going to pass for now.
Most of this is, I'm sure, going to come from adolescence, because you're exploring sexuality.
Nice try.
What?
That's a good cover. It's a good cover.
I mean, that's...
This must have been when I was 6. It had to be. Not last week.
Oh,
Weirdest
all right. I
thing.
got one.
Oh,
I got one.
go for it.
This is embarrassing, but I'm all right with
Couch cushions.
it. And
What?
it not whatever. Take it for what it is. It was a little rough, but I did it
Okay.
when I was younger,
Yeah.
like 35. I stuck my dick in the thing that you have at the end of the toilet paper roll, that cardboard cylinder.
Right.
I didn't fuck it, but I stuck my hard dick in.
So,
That.
because you felt like your dick had superpowers or something?
Not really. I just wanted to see, I don't know, what it would look like. And
My penis promotes the cleanest asses.
I mean, hey, I'm coming. Hey, that's truth. That's honest here.
No, I got you.
Dude, I don't know. Like, I really don't want to be boring, but I can't think of anything weird that I've stuck. I mean, other than like
Gym sock.
unspeakable things with women. Like, I've never, not even a sock. I have put my dick in a sock
Like
before.
masturbating
Just-
when you were younger or something.
No, I didn't even use the masturbate. I just did it because like I'd heard that whole like thing about dick in a sock. I was like, all right, I put my dick
Yeah.
in a sock. I was like, what?
My
It's just
dick
like
in
I
a
thought. I
box?
thought it was gonna like become enchanted and something was gonna happen.
I got
Genie
my
was gonna
dick
read
in
me
a
some
sock.
wishes.
Yeah.
All right, Tack, what about you? Pencil sharpener.
Yeah. Pencil sharpener. I don't know. I can't really. Condom?
Those are pretty fucking weird.
Yeah,
I'm just
I don't
gonna
like
say.
them. But, I mean, you guys ever tried a pocket pussy before?
No. That's not
haven't.
weird. I want one of those.
I haven't tried that.
Well, you.
What I want to do is
You
take-
Neither have I.
want
I'm just kidding.
No.
Is that your
pretty-
answer though? That's
pretty-
maybe the weirdest.
It's pretty accurate, by the way.
Really?
Yeah. Very.
You know, it's fuck having sex with real women. I think I'm just gonna pick one of those up and just like play World of Warcraft all day.
Right.
You gotta clean it out. I think you gotta make sure you clean it out after you use it. That thing's gonna start smelling like
Yeah, but I think the mold
wasabi
helps.
grill.
The mold helps. I think. I don't know.
Thing's gonna look like the inside of a shower that's never been cleaned. All right, cool.
that's-
Audrey, next question.
All right. How many guys actually want a girl to lick their ass?
Wait. Oh, okay.
I guess the question is out of this room
Yeah,
because
it
we
has to
can't
be.
speak for. I mean, unless you have friends that you know of that want that. Like,
I do know of one guy, yeah.
I'll start with this one. So, I was getting the blowy one time from this girl that I was good friends with, and she starts going lower and lower, like to the balls. Which I mean, that's like
that's a necessity.
that's American tradition. So I was like, whatever.
That's good.
And she goes down and starts like looking to gooch a little bit. I was like, okay, that's different.
Doing the
It's-
taint a
it's-
little bit?
It's different, but I'm good with it. Whatever.
Good.
And then like without warning, like the mood changed.
Yellow
Like-
alarm.
Like immediately,
The mood change.
it went from like
got dark.
fun and having a good time, and then things turned dire, and like she just shot her tongue right on my asshole.
Douche.
Like no fucking warning.
accident,
No, it was
or
like,
it
it was on purpose. It was like a frog lizard, like reptilian tongue attack, and I mean the way like she hit it hard enough that it could have bruised my asshole for all I know.
Holy shit.
And like I jump up naturally, and I'm like, what the? I felt so violated. And I was like, is this what I'm doing to people? Like, I feel terrible now. And I'm just like, hey, like, what was that? And she goes, oh, you don't like that? And I was like, I mean, you ask first. And she was like, but the question is, did you like it? I was like, I didn't hate it, but I would like to know when it's happening. Because it's the first time it's ever happened. So it's just like, every part of me wanted to be like, this shit's fucking gay. But I was just like, well, I don't like it.
Connor immediately goes, oh no, I understand my gay friends a little bit better. I get it. I see
I
now.
might as well fuck a bro now.
Some protein.
Yeah, I've had that happen to me before, but not my cup of tea at all. Not at all. Not
Yeah,
my
like
thing.
would I do it again? No, it's
Yeah.
not something that
Listen,
I'm ever gonna ask a girl to
I
do.
see myself in the mirror. I understand what they're dealing with, so I understand.
I won't do that to someone.
Yeah, no, I don't care how much a girl loves me. Don't do it. It doesn't do anything for me sexually. If it does something for her sexually, I need to worry more about that than anything else.
I'll do it to girls.
Absolutely, I will too. But
If
girls are
it's-
beautiful down there.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. With us, it's a goddamn train wreck, and God only knows. I hope
Yeah, it's
you
gross.
wipe good on them. Guys get mud butt and shit. Nah, it's just
What the fuck?
You know what mud butt is?
In all fairness, I think I've got like a fairly clean butt.
Yeah, I
But-
do too. I'm pretty clean.
Oh, so it's just me that
Just
never gets
you,
mud
buddy.
butt, and you'll fuck you guys. You're lying your ass off.
No, no,
No, dude.
I
When you're in the shower, like you got to clean out your crack,
No, I
man.
got that. I completely understand that. But if you've been working out all day, and like I've been working out,
Come on now.
if you've been
It's called a loofah, Adam.
cutting the grass, or let's say you're out at the store, Tack, or you're at work because you work long shifts, Tack. You're at work
Yeah.
and you're by yourself and you fucking fart really good,
Jesus.
but you're not going to shower for
And then,
several
and then
hours.
your girl comes up and goes, "Let me lick your asshole."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because she my girl just show up at work after I've been at work for
Listen,
11 hours.
That's the danger zone, and I'm not saying it in a good way. Like, you don't really want to be there right now.
Yeah.
At Taco Bell, and it's like questionable.
There you go. See,
Yeah.
fucking douches.
All right, so other than Adam's morbidly sweaty ass,
Swamp ass.
Not that bad.
let's see here.
I've seen it, Adam. All right, don't even lie.
Provides extra lube.
How many guys actually care about a bald vagina? Again, this is from Audrey.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't give a fuck. Like when I see one, I'm like, oh, cool. She takes care of it. Like, that's cool. Like, I can slap my face and I can like hatchet slap my face in there and be okay with it. Like, that's cool. But then like when I see a girl that's got like a little bit of a bush or like something going on or like it's a little whiskery down there, I'm like, whatever. Like, I'm still, my penis is going inside you regardless. Like, I'm not gonna be like,
Right.
oh Jesus,
I would
there's
agree.
some whiskers.
I prefer no hair.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I don't mind a little bit. Here's the problem I have. When you get that 70s bush, when you ended up with shit in your mouth afterwards,
Yeah.
no, that doesn't
Yeah.
cut it
No,
for
that's
me.
not all right.
Yeah, if I'm going to go down, I need to make sure it's clean. Now, a little bit of like on top is kind of sexy, but I prefer all gone.
Yeah, just get rid of all of it. I know. Oh, my thing farted. I know a couple of girls in Orlando that did the LASIK. LASIK's for the eyes. The laser hair removal.
Yeah.
And dude, let me tell you, that is like a fucking ghost town down there. There is no hair anywhere, not stubble, not razor burn, no nothing. Just completely. It's nice. That's pretty cool to see. Some of them had little designs done in it, and whatever. So all three of us prefer it, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it doesn't like it's
Yeah.
whatever. All right, let's see what else she said here. How many guys wish girls would stop wearing makeup? It depends on the girl.
Ooh.
I don't
No, I'll come right
I don't
on
like
out.
makeup.
I'll be the biggest asshole right now. Like, there's some girls that like, like don't wear makeup. Like, you look great without it.
Mm-hmm.
There's some girls that I'm like, hey, what was that stuff that you put on your eyes last night?
Yeah.
Agreed.
Do that
Yeah,
again
some girls
tonight.
girls
Yeah.
have a natural beauty to them. Some girls have natural lines that are socially acceptable. So like some women have eyebrows and eyelashes you can't even fucking see unless they have makeup on.
Yeah.
Like really, really fair skinned people, you can't even fucking see them. So some people is necessary. Now I will tell you, I dated a girl in high school that wore so much makeup you could literally see the line on her
Oh, it's
chin
disgusting.
where it stopped. It was ridiculous.
gross.
And she smelled like makeup, like that cheap makeup smell you get from
Yeah,
like
and you
Walmart.
don't want to like kiss them, and especially
Yeah.
like, it's just all
No, so
gross.
too much is definitely
Yeah,
unattractive. But
absolutely.
none, unless you're just a natural beauty, none sometimes can also be unattractive. So
Most girls I've been with like in relationships usually didn't really wear makeup.
Yeah, like if it's a girl that I'm dating, like, and like, again, not to sound conceited, but like usually like I pick like a certain kind of girl, and
Yeah.
usually they're like really pretty in the facial region, so like
Mhm.
the makeup's like not imperative.
Yeah,
But every
in fact, the
Usually
facial
number
region
one.
is from here at the face down to the breast to the
the
stomach
belly.
Right,
to the
about
waist
the
to the
vagina.
crotch to the legs and
To
to,
the,
the feet.
it actually extends to the
Yeah,
back.
that's what he's referring to when he says pretty in the facial
region.
area.
Yeah, I don't care about the bottoms of the feet. Pretty much
Yeah.
is all
Yes, exactly.
It's the only part I exclude. All right, let's see. We got more. Then we got a couple other girls that asked this question.
Okay.
Too,
Can you
so.
give their names too, or do you prefer not to?
Yeah, no, I can give their names.
Okay.
Not all of them are girls that I've like hooked up with. Some are like just friends, but the majority are girls I've hooked up with.
Now, what you should do when we release this episode, you should tag them in the Facebook post.
She's gonna.
Say, hey,
they're
we
gonna be
answered-
like, so what are the answers? I'm like, you have to
No, because then
listen
like
to the
every,
episode.
no, because then like everybody in Merritt Island's gonna be like, oh, I'm tunnel buddies with Connor. I didn't know that.
I've never heard that term before.
Me either.
Tunnel buddies.
Yeah.
That's
Why can't we be tunnel buddies? I'm just trying to get.
Do I have to be the tunnel?
You'd have to have sex with Adam to. Also, I'm not. I don't want to put anybody on blast. Audrey's a friend. I'm not stating yay or nay whether me and Audrey have slept together. We just
No,
hang out a lot.
Yeah, the assumption is not that you
Right.
fucked all these girls. Yeah, got it.
Or have I?
Dun dun dun.
But is she single?
How many guys lie or have lied about their penis size? I don't. I think that really depends on the guy. And like, I'm not over here saying that I'm like packing a horse cock, but I'm happy with what I got.
Yeah.
And I think I've actually measured it, and I'm happy with my setup. And I tell them straight up, I'm like, listen, it's not giant, but it's definitely above average.
The problem with that is if you lie about it and you score,
they're gonna see
she's
it.
gonna know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I've never lied. I don't.
Yeah, it's not.
I tell people I don't want to be disappointed. So I'm like, I always like undersell it. So
yeah,
it's small. I don't worry about it.
I think very few people would actually lie about that, because if you actually do make it to that point, you'd have worse feelings because you know you lied.
So Tack, you've got like a Bruce Lee penis. It's very humble, or more like a Chuck Norris penis. Very humble. It's very like, it's like, hey, I'm just a penis, but then it's like fucking uppercut like out of nowhere.
His penis is nicknamed Chuck Norris's beard. It's the name of his
I
penis.
don't even know what that means. But,
Chuck Norris has the biggest.
It just sounds impressive.
The best beard in the world.
I have a small dick, so.
I am grabbing that audio, and that's going to go in our intro. No, I'm kidding.
Did you hear that on Taint Funny?
No.
Oh, because Jimmy in one episode kept saying like, Jimmy has a big dick or something like that.
Yes.
I'm like, why do you keep saying that?
I've heard that in a bunch of episodes.
Yeah, I was like, why do you keep saying that? Or Jimmy's big dick ranch or whatever.
Here's a good one.
And he's like, well, I'm trying to get the audio so we can use it. And I was like, well, you just said it, so I have the audio. I'm going to use it. And then I ended the whole episode with very, very end was Jimmy going, Jimmy's got a big dick.
Oh, yes, I did hear that. That was one of the episodes I was on. I do.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, that's right. That's right. All right. What's up?
You got another question. Really good one.
Audrey again or somebody new?
Yeah, Audrey again. When y'all are masturbating and you come, how do you clean it? I don't have to clean it because I catch my shit like in a nicely folded piece of toilet paper.
Yeah.
I have a doily.
It's like 3 or 4 little squares nicely folded right at the seam.
Pre-folded.
Ready to go.
Stack
and like I'm already a pro at like my trajectory and everything, so I can like place it across the room and like still make it like, right in the landing zone. It's like precision parachuting at this point. Like
the question that
land on the next.
The question that she probably would want to know is when you accidentally miss your landing spot for your cum and get it in the belly button, that is the biggest pain in the ass.
Yeah, no,
in the
if
world.
semen ends up somewhere you don't want it to, like whatever it got on, you need to throw in the garbage, even if it's a person, because like that shit is
if it's a person,
that shit is not coming off for like a while, especially if you get
unless you have a dog.
That's horrible.
Like if you get it in a girl's hair, like that's
Sinead O'Connor.
That's fucking that's game over right there. Like, oh my fucking god, and I'm like, whoa. Sitting there with your dick and you're like, what's up?
I know, like now she has to contemplate, should I go home to my husband with cum in my hair, or should I shower? And he's gonna wonder why I showered. Where the hell did I shower?
And then the last question from her. Have you ever tasted your own cum?
What? Maybe, you know what? Maybe that proves that the person that's emailing us as a mystery is a girl.
Maybe she is.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
probably 500 pound girl, but still a girl. But hey, we got an email from a prostitute last week. She emailed us a question about...
that's right. Did she ever write back?
I responded to her. I emailed her. Well, she emailed us on the question and said, hey, do you guys... What did she say? Would you ever look down on a girl that's used to be a hooker or used to be a prostitute?
She's sucking my dick.
Assuming...
POV.
Oh my god.
POV.
But the caveat to that was assuming health issues are okay. So assuming she's healthy and she doesn't have any STDs from being a hooker in her past, she's not that anymore. Would you look down on the profession?
It's almost like
all Tack could say during that is, we want to get you in on the show. Please call us. Come in. We'll voice disguise you. Come in the show.
No, if she's a prostitute, like I wouldn't look down. I just realized that, life sued her and she lost. No, I mean, I don't know, like definitely undateable material. Like I will never date a woman that did that. Like you've made yourself undateable to like a vast majority of the guys.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna look down on you as like a person. Like I'll still talk to you, hang out with you, go get beers with all your friends. Like it's cool. Like we'll still chill. But like, just know, like,
what if the girl sprung it on you mid-relationship?
Oh, that's
kicking her to the curb.
Yeah, that's
deal breaker.
That's a game changer. Because if you keep something that big, now it's just the precedent of it. It's not what you did; it's how long you kept it from me. And it's something big that you knew might affect me, and you kept it that long. Yeah, fuck you. Like you're out.
But what if she said, "But I've never been with somebody as big as you"?
That still does not. They all say, "Oh my god, your cock is so big."
Oh,
I'm like,
but
"All right."
I am a Chinese man.
Yeah, like
That was a little racist of me. Sorry, Dan.
No, like I don't know, like she can say what she wants. Like I'm to the point now where it's like, if a girl lies to me, it's like, all right, on to the next one. Like I'm just over it. Like I'm not putting up with the shit anymore. Because, you start to invest yourself into somebody and then you're like,
Oh, yeah.
And then like shit happens and you're like, oh no, what am I going to do now? And like, I'm just done playing that game. So,
Yeah.
Cool. All right. More questions?
yep. All right. This one is from my friend's girlfriend, one of my best buddies. His girlfriend, Holly, asked. Holly.
Holla.
She said, I just saw this, LOL. As in, she read the text late.
Right.
I guess it would be, what's y'all's fascination with porn?
Y'all's.
Oh.
Y'all's.
Men are very visual. This is an easy. I mean,
Yeah.
I respect the question, but it's a very easy question to answer. Men are very visual. Women are stereotypically, more emotional.
Yeah.
Men are driven by the vision and the images that they can see and use for later. I mean, that's literally what they
less philosophically, I can jerk off to it.
are. Yeah. yes, this is true.
That's pretty much it.
It's a good question.
You guys
but
both nailed it.
Let's see.
we didn't nail Holly. I mean, not at the same time.
Tunnel buddies.
Okay, so we have another one from an ex-girlfriend of mine, Nancy.
So, I just feel like some vindictive, very specific question.
So what the fuck did you mean when you said?
Why do you guys always want to fuck a waitress?
It's like,
especially one that's fatter and uglier than me.
All right, so Nancy, hello Nance, asks, "Are blue balls real?"
Oh, we've had this
Hell
question
yes,
before.
they
That
are.
is a spiritual thing. It is not an actual physical thing. Although if you don't nut for quite a while, it can get a little painful almost. Like it's like you feel it all pent up, at least for me. But
Actually, I don't think we got this during this iteration of Living Podcariously.
What?
I don't think, because I think Ron helped answer that one, or was it during this version of Living Podcariously?
No.
All right, so
an older question.
blue balls is a scientific thing. This actually happens.
this actually happens.
Yes.
Fuck yeah, it does.
Yeah. No. It,
Fuck do I know? I'm over here like
No, no,
thinking my balls are fine.
No, it literally does. It doesn't happen to all men. So it
Well,
does.
they
there
don't
is a-
literally turn blue. You get that, right?
Yeah, well, if they did, then I would notice.
Okay.
All that it is the blood going in and out and not being able to release properly. So if you do not have an orgasm, so the muscle and the entire junk cannot relax. So
it
the
gets
blood stays
painful.
in and it becomes painful because the blood is trapped. It
Oh,
has nowhere to
fun.
go. And that's a scientific thing. It's a no shit
Is
thing.
it bad that I've never reached that point?
No, that's a good thing. Mine
opposite.
happened
It's
when
good.
I was in high school because I had this girl as a girlfriend, and I didn't lose my virginity until I was 20. So and then every time she would go home at night, or I would drop her off and come, my balls always hurt, and I thought it was because she was always sitting on my lap, and she was crushing shit. Until later, I realized I had blue balls. So
Yep.
it can get really bad to where you have trouble walking.
See,
Yeah.
I've
No,
never-
we looked this up a few episodes ago. I don't exactly remember, but this might have been before we rebooted Living Podcariously. We looked it up, found the scientific definition behind it, read all of the shit on air. It's a real thing.
Well, Nancy, I hope that answers your question about blue testicles.
Nancy, if you're doing it right, your man will never get blue balls.
Right.
Just let him finish. That's all you have to do. Let
Yes,
him
It can be
finish.
very painful.
Yes.
Yeah, we got a lot actually.
Yeah, tell your girls we said thank you. And if you have the couple of females that we talked about that want to come in here, seriously, we will. I have an entire show for interviewing for a female entertainer.
Yeah,
and it's not degrading questions; they're professional questions.
I think
Some of them are obvious.
We should get Audrey in here strictly for the fact that she does like professional like pole dancing in the way of like the strength,
Athletic.
the strength training progression of it.
Sweet.
And she's actually gotten very good at it. She's actually very impressive.
Okay.
And the thing she can do is like outside of like the whole stripping thing and outside of pole dancing, like physically, like as an athlete, it's impressive. And it's like, wow. And she's gotten very in shape. And when she goes up on the stage, you can definitely tell it's like another level as compared to all the other ones. So it'd be cool to get her in here and talk to her about like the shit she does, like her dieting and training and stuff.
Reach out and touch faith.
Reach.
and find out if she wants to come in here, because that'd be awesome. Tack, do we have anything else we want to cover for this week?
That's it, man. I think. I got some more stuff, but we can cover it next week.
Okay. So if she hits you back, then just let us know. Connor, you got to let us know when you can talk about the actual show title and the network that it airs on, the time, so I can tell all of our listeners exactly when they need to DVR it, and to get a little bit of word of mouth spread about it. Maybe we can get some sort of, local support here.
Absolutely.
Text me, call me, come into the show, anything you want to do, man. You got free reign with us.
Yeah. I'll let you know. It's one of those things, as soon as they contact me and tell me what I can say, it's going to be mass.
Awesome.
Tell everybody.
And you got anything you want to plug? Any places you're going to be, or places you want to support, or anything like that?
Yeah, I'll probably just plug Frisky Biscuit again, because me and my buddy Graham, we've started started out with just little short films, like stunt-based stuff, and then it started getting more and more heavily VFX and CG heavy, and we make a lot of stuff based off video games and stuff, and our YouTube channel is called Frisky Biscuit. There's no special spelling.
That's still the funnest name in the world.
Yeah, it just rolls right off the tongue.
Frisky Biscuit.
Yeah. And we have a Facebook as well. Super easy to find. You type in Frisky Biscuit YouTube, picture of a biscuit comes up, click on it. And, follow us. I mean, some of our videos, our older stuff it's good, but you can definitely see the progression coming up. But we're moving our production from Florida to LA now. And
nice.
We're going to be using, hopefully very soon. We haven't got confirmation yet, but there's no reason why we shouldn't. We're going to have the YouTube studios there. So we'll have the sound stages, the green rooms and stuff with the green screen.
Now, are both
walls.
you guys moving out to LA?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he's already out there now. He's got an apartment. He's doing work as an editor and stuff out there. And I'm going to be moving out there because he's got contacts with the stunt community, and I've got some contacts out there. So.
Oh, very cool. When is that going to be? When are you heading out?
Probably 4 to 5 months from now.
Okay. Well, Tack, we now have contacts. When we make it rich and famous, we can fly out to LA, hang out with our boy Connor, chill out there.
Open up some doors, man. I'm ready to come.
Open some doors, open some whores.
That's right.
Well, cool. Yeah. Well, thanks for listening to episode 10 this week, guys. Go check us out at facebook.com/livingpodcariously or livingpodcariously.com. Still under construction.
He touched my penis with his penis.
Perfect. That's going to be the bumper at the very beginning of the show.
Audrey said she'll come on the show.
Did she really?
Yeah.
Was that CUM or COME?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Tell her to find out whatever the hell she wants to plug for the show, not her butt, or her butt. And we'll let her, give us free advertisement for whatever she wants to talk about. Just to answer some questions and just hang out. We'll drink beer, get some pizza, whatever.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. Thanks for hooking that up.
Yeah.
Follow us on Twitter @PodCurious. If you like this kind of content of the show, check out our other show. It's called The Twisted 10. It's not quite as rough and raw as the Living Podcariously show is, but it's another production Tack and I put together, and it's a lot of fun to do. So check us out over at The Twisted 10 as well. And I don't know. That's all I got this week, man. Let's get out of here. What do you say?
All right, man. Let's go.
Good deal. Connor, thanks for coming in.
Let's go do some drugs.
Okay.
Drugs. He touched my penis with his penis.
Perfect. That's going to be the bumper at the very beginning of the show.